Good morning, Bengals. This is your KBHS Daily Show for January 8th. I'm your anchor, Malia Fairmont.
And I'm Giovanni Rico. Student Council will be selling wild fig today in the cafeteria for $6. You can get one of their yummy sandwiches and a side. Students, don't forget to wear your ID every day. If you don't, you will have to get a temporary one from the dean's office.
Now over to Russell Vergara for social media and Wednesday Wisdom.
Do it for the clout, Bengals. If you want your photo on our show, tag us using the hashtag KBHS News, or think about that one, Bengals. This week's weekly wisdom is from Mr. Imposi. Take a look.
All right. So Russell asked me to share some words of wisdom, and I guess the first is that I'm sharing what many people perceive as wisdom from some of the ancient societies or cultures. I would not be so presumptuous as to assume that I have wisdom or anything like that. So this isn't me. Now, traditionally, I've done a self-esteem workshop with all of my classes, and it's about probably the best thing I know to help people be successful in life. So in addition to the presentation, we talked about what self-esteem means. We actually went through a series of videos that describe people that have self-esteem issues and then how they were able to resolve those. So the short message again is back to this beginning, which is know yourself. And through that self-study, you become positive about yourself and you have a little better self-esteem. And the big part of that is culture. Now, he can't show you my wall over there, but that wall over there is all about culture. We do a little self-esteem exercise and stuff like that also. Now, these are a couple of the books, about 3 of the books that are primary in my own study, and I've done study groups for adults and students and stuff like that. And so this is from the African culture. Some people might be familiar with the Book of the Dead. Technical name is Pert Imheru. This is really about describing the process of getting to know yourself completely and then becoming a perfect human being, which is possible. This is the application of this book to study. So this traces the what you might call a rite of passage or a learning program for a young man called Urba. And then the last piece is another book called An Afrocentric Guide to a Spiritual Union. It's built on the same book, the Book of the Dead, and it essentially describes how to have great relationships. But again, all of this is about first getting that positive self-esteem, feeling good about yourself, and then going from there. Now, we know that self-esteem is a lot more complicated than just culture, so there are other situations where you'd have to do some other study or get other help and so on. But that's my tip on wisdom. Thank you.
We'll be right back with clubs after this commercial break.
Right, but I only have $1. Look, that's all I have.
Why don't you just head on to the student store and get you some snacks?
Chess Club will be meeting today in room 225. Stop by for a friendly game. NHS will be having a meeting tomorrow in room 829. And the quote of the day is, "Worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace." Anonymous.
Think about that one, Bengals, and remember, it's the best day to be you.